Now please welcome Congresswoman Lawrence. Thank you.
I want to say good morning to everyone. It's an honor for me to be here with you as you celebrate something that's important to me, um3 Detroit Day. So I'm the little girl that grew up on the east side of Detroit, went to Corville, Nolan, and Pershing, married my childhood sweetheart from the corner store Midway Market, met him there. We've been married 45 years. And yeah. So growing up in the city of Detroit, during its peak time, a time where we were 1 million citizens, the auto industry was thriving. We were one of the top 5 cities in the country. And then to live in the city, own property, and see the decline of the city. And literally hearing people say the last one out of Detroit, turn off the lights. And now to see the city, the resurgence and the pride and the investment in Detroit. I'm here today because I want to say thank you to the University of Michigan, where you bring together all 3 campuses with a renewed focus and also a commitment to the city of Detroit. So I want you to know I represent the 14th District of Michigan in Congress. And so I just want to give you the cities I represent. So I represent all 5 of the Grosse Points, Harper Woods, the city of Detroit. I have half of the city of Detroit. I have all of downtown Detroit, all of the east side. I have Indian Village. I have Palmer Woods. I have University District. So then I have Hamtramck as well. I cross 8 Mile, and then it's Royal Oak Township, Oak Park, Southfield, Farmington Hills, West Bloomfield, Kego Harbor, Orchard Lake, Sylvan Lake, and Pontiac. So just think about that for a moment, the diversity in that district, the socioeconomics diversity, the diversity in cultures. I have a majority African American district. I have the largest Jewish district. I have a very large and one of the largest Middle Eastern population. I have a large Indian population. I have a community where my district, any way you want to worship, you can do it in my district. So with that, when you start talking about Detroit and what Detroit means to this region, I'm extremely excited because Detroit is what holds all of us together. If you didn't live in Detroit during those down times, it was kind of like, they said, oh, you're from Detroit? Because nobody knows Kego Harbor. Nobody knows, the Grosse Points. They know Detroit. And so when you say, I'm from the Detroit, geez, it's really bad, isn't it? Today, I get, wow, I hear really good things. I hear you guys are coming back. People are getting this message that Detroit is coming back, and it's because of what you do. So don't stop, because as Detroit comes back, the region comes back. As the region comes back, the state comes back. This is our home. Some of you, as students or participating with the students, you have to implant, expose, and encourage and nurture that spirit of giving back, that spirit of not giving up. We have quite the reputation in Metro Detroit as fighters. When the auto industry was wailing, we didn't run and hide. We rolled up our sleeves. We have such a reputation of being strong and fighting back and not giving up. So when your students and the faculty are exposed to that spirit, you are creating the resurgence. You are really planting that seed of pride, of that life happens. And while life happens, the institution of education stabilizes life. I'm a firm believer in that. And I'll close with this. I'm a firm believer in the American dream. That dream of success, that ladder that is open to everyone. I still believe, in spite of all the rhetoric that you hear, in one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. But I know that that first rung of that ladder is education. And if we don't educate, the ladder of success is not attainable. So what you do every day, what you're doing, if you're actually learning, and I pray to God if you're in education, you are constantly a student of life. And if you're a student, you have that amazing opportunity to be in one of the best universities in the world. To say that that first rung of the American dream is attainable is something to be cherished. And because of that, you will change the world. God bless you and thank you so much.